Hello friends, so it is time for me to start my Manga Loves Readathon reading. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is Yona of the Dawn. So this is like a bonus page, and the author drew Yona and Hawk in like school uniforms, and I never knew I needed this AU, but I need it. Okay, so I finished volume 5 of Yona of the Dawn, and it was really good. So in this volume, we're introduced to Jeha, who is the green dragon, so he's the third dragon to find, and I really like him. I think Gija is my favorite of the dragons, but I really like Jeha, and I like his relationship with Hawk. It's very I don't know, best friends who tease each other, sort of. If Hawk and Gija are kind of like an older brother, younger brother kind of dynamic, that's kind of how I see their dynamic. Jeha and Hawk are more I guess they're best friends who just their whole relationship is just ragging on each other, and I love that. That is my first manga for the Manga Loves Readathon. Done. Hello, so it's day 3. What is it? It's Wednesday, so it's day 3 of this readathon, and I finished. I think I'm on track. So I finished volume 5. 6 of Yona of the Dawn, and I'm on to the next one now, and I'm just about to finish the Green Dragon arc, and I'm so excited because I love it so much. So yeah, very excited about that. I'm gonna eat some dinner, this beautiful dinner that I've made. It's honey and balsamic chicken, and I'm so excited. I grilled it. I'm trying to learn how to grill. I want to be a dad by the end of summer. So doing that, and I'm gonna watch some Avatar: The Last Airbender while I eat. Hello, so it is now Friday? It's Friday, oh my gosh. So I am behind now because I've forgotten what day it is. So next up I'm reading Sand Chronicles Volume 2, and I think in my TBR I talked about Sand Chronicles and gave you a little summary of it, and I was very wrong because I had only finished the first chapter when I made my TBR video. So yeah, Sand Chronicles is super depressing. Definitely trigger warnings for suicide and just general depression. It's a very sad beginning to a manga series, but it seems to be going out skipping in parts for this girl's life. So it started out when she was 12, and then spent a few chapters there, and then towards I think the last-ish chapter of the first volume she's 14. So yeah, I'm gonna read volume 2 when I go to bed. It's currently 7:30 in the morning, and I just got home from work, but I'm not going to read manga yet. I'm going to study. I am diving back into Japanese and self-studying. I used to study Japanese in college, and I studied abroad in Japan, and I was okay at it. I could have a simple conversation with my friend. It's been a long time since I've spoken or practiced Japanese, so I'm starting again from the beginning. Basically, I'm using this textbook. This is Genki Volume 1. This is actually the newest version of it. It's the version, the third volume of it, or edition. That's the word I was looking for. It's the third edition of Genki. Okay, so what I'm doing, and this is like literally the first chapter of this book, so these are all like super simple questions. So I'm not like, I've stopped writing them down because it's like I know that I know how to do this level of Japanese here in this first chapter. But the thing that I really hate is that it's got the romanji down here, where I can understand, because this book is for like beginners, but I really hate the romanji there. Like, I even hated it when I was first learning Japanese because it doesn't help. It doesn't help you learn to read the kana. Like, it's just like a crutch. So what I was doing before, I tried to use some whiteout, but it just like, I had cheap whiteout, so it didn't really work. But I just started like crossing it out, because it doesn't help you read. It gives you pronunciation, but like, I feel like it's not great. So I'm gonna go and black all of this out because I was reading it aloud and I realized I was reading the romanji and not the kana, and that is not a good habit to get into. I think after like a few chapters the romanji goes away, but I have to go and get rid of all of it because it's terrible and I wish my whiteout worked better. Hello friends, so hopefully I can brighten this footage up. So technically it is Monday, so the readathon is over, but it's still technically my Sunday, because I do work overnight, so it's like my bedtime now, even though it's like 8 a.m. on Monday. So I'm going to read Albicans Confessions and then I will be done. So yesterday I read Ran the Peerless Beauty and I already know it, instant favorite. Like, it's so cute. Like, it gives me real like Kimi ni Todoke vibes because it's just kind of like this gentle, cute love story or high school romance, and it looks like it's gonna be like, you know, getting this girl who's a little bit shy like to break out of her shell a little bit, and it's just so cute, and all of the flower like imagery and just like the flower themes in it are, it's so good. I need to go download the rest of it because it's amazing. So I'm gonna go read volume 3 of Albicans Confessions and eat some breakfast. We have reached the end of the Spring Manga Loves Readathon, and I finished! I know I just released a video about how bad I'm at readathons, but this one was really easy for me. Manga is really easy and quick for me to read, and I'm really enjoying it right now. I'm just here to wrap up what I read. So to pick up where we left off in my vlog footage, I read volume 3 of Albicans Confessions, and that is on Kindle Unlimited is where I read that. So that's kind of about this girl who gets a job at a listening house. One of the customers end up being this popular basketball player at school, and like their kind of relationship and her trying to get closer to him and find out why he maybe wants to quit the basketball team. I don't really know how I feel about this manga. I definitely think there are other better basketball-centered romance shoujo manga. I'll probably read a little bit more of this series, but I'm not super excited about it. It was interesting in the first like 2 volumes up until the end of the 3rd one. At the end of the 3rd one, you find out the reason that like Alba-kun's like wishy-washy on the basketball team, and then you find out the reason, and it's really stupid. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it's really dumb. And I don't think that the main girl should be with Alba-kun. She should be with like Alba's best friend. They seem like a much better match and they have more chemistry. She just kind of like seems like she's like going after a hot guy. It's just kind of like middle of the run shoujo manga. The other digital manga that I read was Ran the Peerless Beauty by Amitsu, and this is like new favorite manga. Like, it was came on really good recommendation, and I was very excited to read it, and I am so glad I did, and also mad at myself for not reading it earlier. It has major Kimi ni Todoke vibes, and it just seems like it's gonna be a really soft and sweet like romance manga, and I'm so excited to read the rest of it. I need to go and get the rest of the volumes that are out right now because I'm so excited to read all of it. It is a digital only manga from Kodansha. I think I get all mine from Amazon, like Kindle or whatever. The next manga that I picked up is volumes 2 and 3 of Sand Chronicles. This is an older shoujo manga that kind of like goes through the life of this one girl and her relationship with her boyfriend, and this was super interesting. It kind of took a little bit of a different turn than I thought, so it deals with a long distance relationship, which is interesting because I haven't seen many of those in manga. I mean, I haven't read a ton of shoujo manga, but interesting to see a long distance relationship and how that is dealt with. I feel like this manga is going to rip my heart out. The first volume is really sad, like right off the bat. Trigger warnings for suicide and loss of a parent. Just gonna put that out there. But I'm really interested to see where this goes, and kind of how our main character, whose name I can't remember right now, develops her relationship and her relationship with her friends too. So super interested to read the rest of this one. I picked up volumes 5, 6, and 7 of Yona of the Dawn by Mizuho Kusanagi, and this is like one of my favorite mangas ever. It's a fantasy shoujo romance manga. There are hijinks and action and fantasy elements and dragons and hot boys, and it's so good. This just fills me with so much joy, this whole series. I love it so much. Yeah, those are the things that I read for the Spring Manga Loves Readathon. Thank you to Shay for putting on this readathon. I had a lot of fun. Really want to do more manga readathons in the future. Also, I'm gonna make like a bigger video about this, but I am a Right Stuff affiliate, so if you want to purchase any of these manga, the ones that I have in like physical copies, I'm gonna leave affiliate links down below where you can go and purchase them directly from Right Stuff. If you click on those links and you decide to buy something from them, then I get a little bit of like a commission, if you will, a percentage of that purchase, which is a great way to support me and my channel. If you like the content that I like to produce that way, you get something and I also get something, and it helps me out a lot. Yeah, you'll find direct links to get all of the physical manga that I can find on there. I don't know about Sand Chronicles because it's older, but definitely Yona will be linked down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more bookish and nerdy and manga content from me. That is all I've got for you guys today. I'm Chrissy Lou. Till next time, mata ne!